There's also setting this base of him being a piece of crap and then later on having moments of him developing into a better person.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I actually really liked it.
I didn't see moments of him developing into it.
Because you didn't watch the end of the series.
Well,
It's Otaku time!
Yay! What's going on, friends? Welcome back to Otaku Time, a show where we talk about anime, manga, and all things otaku.
I love it. I'm sorry.
He's mocking you. I'm going
I'm not mocking you. No, I love it.
I'm your host, Dumb.
We're here today with a bitch.
And we have our two normies, Strolly
Hi.
and Marley.
Hi, guys.
So, today we are talking about Rent-A-Girlfriend. And before we get to Marley's bad opinions, I'm going to ask you, who is best girl?
Chorizo. No,
Chorizo?
not chorizo. I'm so bad with names. This isn't fair.
Ooh, delicious. I agree.
Just thinking, who is best girl? Chorizo. Yes.
I stand by what I said.
Chizuru.
Thank you. Chizuru. Yes. Wait, who was it with?
The four girls in the intro. Chizuru,
No.
Ruka,
No.
Mami,
No. See, you said that.
Sumi.
I'm okay with that. But you said that third one? No. All my homies hate Mommy. Dumb bitch.
That's not nice.
But yeah. Chizuru.
I'm obliged to say the same, although I did feel bad for Ruka in the episodes that I watched.
Yeah, I definitely have like a soft spot for her because
I appreciate her. Chizuru didn't have much to do with anything. Like, she was just trying to live her fucking life and do for herself. So, like, I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
As far as, like, a character that was, like, super involved from when I watched Ruka, like, I felt super bad for her. She's just, like, did she have some kind of heart defect? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. And I was like, oh, you poor thing. And it's like, I'm sorry, Kazi is a piece of shit.
That's the one it races for some reason.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know. Like, I was like, I really wish she got somebody better. She was just trying to love.
Yeah, I mean, I have some theories behind that, but that's kind of beside the fact. But I feel bad for her because, like, you learn her backstory a little bit. You realize, her heartbeat, and she can't get it high enough. And then Kazuya, like, gets it high enough, and she wants to run with that. But I just don't think that's... to me, I don't think... We're talking about for Kazuya, right?
In general.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely Chizuru then. Definitely. Not even a joke. But for Kazuya, I think Chizuru is probably better because I think that's what he needs to grow. He doesn't need a Ruka. He doesn't need someone like her because that's only going to keep him at his maturity where he's at right now. Where I think Chizuru can elevate that maturity.
I like Ruka.
I like
Yeah.
Ruka too.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked her character, and I understand where it is, but not for me. I like long hair.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's all about the physical appearance with this guy.
I know, right? Just doesn't give a fuck.
That's
Long
like
hair.
3/4 of the battle. What?
Mm.
Also,
You calling Ruka ugly? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Son of a bitch.
No, I also I liked her personality a little bit better, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's more playful.
Yeah.
I felt for her character the most. I mean, I was just like, sad backstory, poor girl. She just wants love. She's going about it the wrong way, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
she's going 110% when she really should just like take her fucking time.
Well, so and I think that's why she hasn't, like, where with Kazuya, like with what happened with him and where it got her heartbeat racing. I think that was because that was a genuine form of affection that he gave her, and it wasn't sexual or romantic in any way, shape, or form. It was more or less just caring for her, and that's what she actually needs, not necessarily, and that's why she's attached. And like, that's one of the theories that I'm thinking.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because she's equally as immature to not really understand her emotions either.
Although she was a rental girlfriend, so she had affection before.
Yes.
She's had a lot of people care for her and be affectionate with her.
Not genuine, though. Like what Kazuya gave her. Kazuya gave her, like, genuine affection. And also, like...
I guess, but at the time, it's also, like...
If you take the saving the damsel in distress kind of thing, like Stockholm-type syndrome kind of thing... You can run with it. I know, right? Such an extreme way to say that, but like, I mean, she fell for him because he saved her from being hurt. Mm-hmm. Whether it would have been really bad or not is a different story, but
I guess
to
it's
her,
the same thing that happened with Chizuru too.
Theoretically, yeah. I mean, you spend enough time with somebody, eventually you're going to get some feelings, right? Especially someone of the other sex and someone that you could be potentially attracted to, and you start to see the different, like, the little things that they do. Like Chizuru was starting to see like Kazuya's genuinely just a nice fucking person, and she's right. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like drawing a blank.
His feelings for her were entirely attached to him cranking it to her one time.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot that I didn't like about. I didn't finish it. Yeah. I chose not to finish it because I didn't get anything from it.
Does he get kicked out and we just continue this conversation? Because I actually like kind of liked it. I like the ending more than I like the beginning.
Oh, people suck.
So I like I can talk at the door.
I didn't like it.
He can talk all the way on the other street.
The romance there wasn't any romance. It was weirdly obsessive and incel-y and like the worst parts of being attracted to people.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't good. Like it sure, real people are like this, but it's not entertaining. These are like serious flaws with a character that shouldn't be cool.
I don't think
no
that
one's
was
saying
the goal.
that they're cool.
Yeah.
I know, but I didn't like it. I didn't like watching it. I didn't like seeing it. I didn't enjoy what was happening with them.
Yeah, it was definitely cringy. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't really like
Kazuya
it.
is not meant to be a character that you sympathize with, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. No, like nobody's saying it's cool or it's acceptable for Kazuya being shitty, but even then, like the characters around him were all mean. Like his family was rude as fuck to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like his friends were dicks. Well, besides like Kibe that one time on the beach when he was like, he's a really good guy. It's nothing hit for me. Absolutely nothing hit for me. Like the comedy of the show as a whole was everything that didn't hit for me with Konosuba.
Mm.
Like it was everything that I said like negative about Konosuba was just like 13. I guess I'm assuming 13 episodes worth of that.
Mm.
And I just didn't connect. Didn't like it.
I mean,
Couldn't finish it.
his friends, like at times they were telling him like that he's in the wrong there. They weren't just blatantly defending himself. Like when Chizuru like ran off or something, they were like telling him to go after her and stuff and do the right thing.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, something that you would do in real life. That's something you would want your friends to do for you.
Yeah. Rent-A-Girlfriend definitely felt the most realistic rom-com that we've had. While still being not very realistic, it felt the most realistic. Like the friend interactions wasn't so... It wasn't so... It seemed... I don't know. It just seemed a little bit more realistic to me.
I'll give you that. There were moments where the friends were like, again, Kibe on the beach, and they were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I didn't like Kazuya at all. So, like, seeing people try to coach him and be in the right, and he's still fucking up in the worst ways.
Yeah. That's what happens when you overthink. That's what he does. He overthinks and jumps to conclusions.
I don't know. And, like,
That's the life that you live.
I couldn't find any romance in him obsessing over his ex the way that he was, because he only felt feelings for her when he thought about her getting fucked by somebody else. And then he started feeling feelings for Chizuru when he thought about fucking her. Like that's zero. That's not sweet. That's not
clarity.
Yeah.
But like that's not. I didn't care for it. That's like the and then the one of the last episodes I watched was him getting real jealous and hurt over Chizuru potentially having a boyfriend, when this whole time he's like, she's just a rental girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like he's making her out to be like this totally neutral party to himself until he starts catching feelings for her, and now she's wrong for potentially living her life.
Yes, but no. Like, yeah, I see what you mean about that episode with Kazuya, but
And then
I think at the same time, like, and then he made that realization, like, yeah, you know, I'm being stupid. Like, what the hell am I doing? Like, I'm dumb. and then he tries to protect her because he cares about her genuinely, and he has for a handful of episodes before that. That's just where it goes. They just both wouldn't admit that they actually have feelings, even though of their situation. Which is why I hated the last episode so much. Because he's not going to fucking watch it.
Nope. I might treat it like One Direct.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll hate watch it.
Yeah.
The main thing that you're supposed to like about the show is the girls themselves, and not specifically Kazuya, because he's kind of like just a person that, you know,
Adult.
Some people can identify with in some way or something like that. But like Chizuru, Ruka, throw Mami in the trash.
Yeah.
She doesn't deserve to be part of this conversation.
And even Sumi, for like the one episode she's in, they're all great. They're all fun characters.
Mm-hmm.
But I was so grossed out by Kazuya as a whole that I couldn't use him as an analog for myself and enjoy the girls.
Well, yeah. And
I was so distracted by him and his negative character aspects that are like, ugh. Like in real life, these things are very not okay, you know. Like as a mature human being, as like assuming general romance and what the things that we've watched as a whole, they're sweet. There's moments. There's like things that are like, oh, that was nice, you know. I had zero feeling for that in this.
What was so gross about it for you? Like, I mean, like I'm not saying nothing was gross. I'm just genuinely curious because you have a very big disdain to this show, and I don't know exactly why.
It's not romantic at all. I felt like his feelings were purely out of his own loneliness and his horniness.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's easy to see that, but if you don't actually watch it, that's
that's
gonna be the thing that you see.
What it was like, he cranked it multiple times through the series to them. Like, there's nothing sweet about that. It's like,
but that's not their only interactions with each other.
Yeah.
That's not like the only parts. You seem to be hyper focused on that aspect of it.
Yeah.
While there's all these other instances of them being together and doing things and interacting with each other in different ways. But that seems to be the thing that you're latched onto so much.
The beach episode.
Did you hate it so much because he just masturbated the whole fucking series?
No. Even in the beach episode, when he completely threw Chizuru aside because he thought he can get back together with Mami, even though Mami was a fucking manipulative ass bitch. I fucking hated that.
Well, yeah,
because that was his first ever girlfriend, and he was super attached with her.
Yeah, and that was the agreement that him and Chizuru had.
Him being dumped like that, obviously, it's not something that he's experienced before, and he's obviously very attached to Mami. And so just being in this proximity with her and wanting to move on or continue that relationship with her is something that, you know, that he obviously wants more than this rental girlfriend that he barely knows and just, you know, met like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. And
even though that's not like where the direction he should be going. It's just how he is feeling at that moment.
Yeah. And he doesn't even have feelings for Chizuru at that time. Like, he like kind of was thinking like, I think he was just lusting over her because she was so pretty, which is fine. I mean, most of us do that. I feel like a lot of people do that, boys and girls, just lust over people. But he knew that there was no genuine relationship there. So to him, that especially that beach episode, he was like, I need to get over this rental girlfriend thing because it's embarrassing for me and it's also embarrassing for her, so that way I can tell my grandmom that we're no longer dating, so that way we can... Yeah, I mean, it's a big hoopla that he created. Sure, fine, we'll go there. But it was like... It wasn't like he just threw Chizuru to the side. He did what he needed to do. That was actually the best scene because he actually did the most mature thing I've ever seen him do, even though it was on false pretenses. But that's what he should have done. And that was a perfect opportunity to do it because it was both a mutual agreement between him and Chizuru that if I can get back with Mami, I'm going to do that.
Was it an agreement at that time?
Yes. That's what, because that was the beginning of when
I'm pretty sure she incentivized that. Like, she wanted him to get back with her.
Exactly, yeah. Well, he wanted her to get a girlfriend. I'm totally running with the idea that she wanted him the whole time.
Well, her actively trying to get him a girlfriend didn't happen until they were spending the night together in the room because their grandmas fucked with them. When she was like, okay, I'm going to be your wingman. That happened later on after the beach episode. When their grandmas did a little switcheroo to try to get them together.
At the hot spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know that episode. Is that when that happened?
Yeah, that was after that. That was after the beach.
Yeah, but she said, like, if there was ever the opportunity for him to get back with Mommy, she wanted him to take it.
Yeah, because before that, they were already trying. After it was like episode 1 when they were like, I think it was the end of episode 1 when they just left the hospital, and she was like, I guess there was a time where he said, the only way that we can break up is if I have a girlfriend to show my grandmom, and she was like, okay, we're gonna make that happen.
I didn't like it up to that point also because I was so disgusted with Mommy. Like, because that was also after they met up at the pub, and like she started like talking mad shit about Kazuya, and Chizuru stood up for him, and he didn't say anything. He
took Mommy's side.
Yeah.
It
was like,
yeah.
You're supposed to hate her.
Yeah.
Well, then
you're supposed to hate him at that time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're supposed to feel for Chizuru.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I don't understand what the problem is. You felt all the proper emotions.
Right.
Yeah.
And I never felt for Kazuya after that. Like, I didn't.
You're not. You don't really have to.
Yeah.
But the story's centered around his character.
It's told through his character.
There's also setting this base of him being a piece of crap, and then later on having moments of him developing into a better person.
Which is why I actually really liked it.
I didn't see moments of him developing into it.
Because you didn't watch the end of the series.
Well,
They succeeded. They did such a good job of making me feel like Kazuya was such a piece of shit that I was done with the show as a whole. Because I didn't find any other characters interesting because I have to go through this analog of this piece of shit. You know? He's not even like a blank slate. Like, he's actively a piece of shit. Like, he makes the wrong decisions. He's incredibly immature. I felt bad for Riku because he was basically cheating on her with Chizuru because he can't fucking decide or make his own mind up or figure out his own fucking feelings so he doesn't hurt people or use people or try to get his own ends met. Like, they did a great job with building up this person as not being a good person, but it happened to be their main character. Like, I would have been cool with Mommy being a total bitch, a total fucking manipulative bitch. She's not the main character. I was accepting of that character as a villain. Well, not a villain. That's extreme. But I was accepting of that character being a piece of shit.
You're not wrong. It's totally
like,
accurate. She totally is a villain.
Yeah,
and you would know if you finished the fucking series.
Like, I didn't need to understand that she's a total piece of shit. I got what I needed to after what I watched. Yeah. But, like, that's where I, like, the disconnect for me came from. It's like, the main character is like, at least from how I've watched anime and, like, these romantic things, they're likable enough to be an analog for the viewer, where the viewer can imprint themselves onto this character and enjoy and have feelings for their relationships with these other characters. You know, they're blank slate enough, they're likable enough. They probably do have negative aspects of their character, but they have moments. They have moments with these other characters that are truly, like, genuinely sweet, or like, I like this. I could see this happening, but I didn't see that happening. I couldn't. Not with this one.
He couldn't relate to Kazuya. I think that's what the appeal is for Kazuya, and I guess for the whole episode or the whole series, is that Kazuya can be relatable, and you just didn't relate. That's fine.
Well, like, you didn't even watch, like, the moments of, like, his best moments in the final episodes to where you can start to see those moments of him being a genuine good person.
Yeah. I genuinely liked Kazuya's growth, as little as it may be. I liked it. It really showed that he kind of started to gain some confidence, especially when he went on the date with Sumi, right? Like, you could see that he was actually gaining some confidence, and that confidence really extended from spending all that time with Chizuru, and especially with Ruka being her. You know, he just started to grow and understand himself a little bit better, and I thoroughly enjoyed that, you know, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching Chizuru trying to figure out what the fuck she feels for this guy too. I was like, ha, bitch.
Damn.
I know.
Ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even like the episode where he gets Chizuru to go on the date with his friend, and because like he's super depressed that Ruka like broke up with him and isn't going to be his fake girlfriend anymore, and so Chizuru goes to the amusement park with him and has, you know, a wonderful time and whatever, and then at the end he confesses that Chizuru is a rental girlfriend, like something that he's been hiding, like that's been deep in his mind that he needs to conceal and hide, and he admits that to his friend and gives him like that closure for him, like we're on the same level basically.
Yeah. It took a lot for that.
He was upset that Ruka broke up with him.
Well,
The friend, because the friend was renting Ruka and was like boasting that, oh, this is my new girlfriend, let's go on a double date, let's go rock climbing together.
yeah.
I thought you meant when Ruka broke up with Kazuya.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. That's why I was asking.
You really got to see like how caring Chizuru can be, and then how much Kazuya really cared for his friends. You know, that he'd be willing to admit this secret that he's drugged literally everybody he's ever fucking met through the mud to conceal, and still tries to do what he can to make it right, or at that point understands what he needs to do to make it right.
Another thing that I really liked was just this one scene, which you didn't watch.
Earmuffs.
So Mami finds out that Chizuru is a rental girlfriend, and they go on a date together, and they go to the karaoke bar that Kazuya and Ruka work at. Mami asks Chizuru what she likes to sing for her like clients when they go to karaoke, and then Chizuru says, oh, maybe like the Peggies or something. And the Peggies are the band that play the intro song. So it's basically them referencing that. Like,
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is a fire intro. You cannot, if you have disagreements with that, we'll have to fight you, Marley.
I have nothing bad to say about the intro.
Yeah, you better.
I typically don't about intros or outros.
A little dance they do. It's like,
Do it again.
and Sumi's all like embarrassed when she's doing her part. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Like I said, the beginning was definitely tough to get through. Getting to know these female characters through the eyes of somebody who's so cringy and so tough to really get behind isn't easy. But if you can power through that, and you can kind of put yourself in his shoes a little bit, whether you agree with it or not, you start to kind of see the glimpses of hope that Kazuya has for happiness. And in that route, you still also learn about all the good girls and the dumb bitch. If you can power through it, it gets better. And there's relieving qualities to it towards the end. Especially when you really start to understand the characters' backstories and stuff like that. You start to feel a little bit. Somebody gave up too soon.
I don't want him to have happiness.
Wow. I feel personally attacked.
So you want him to end up with Mami?
Gross. That bitch. I don't want that either.
Well, for our next anime that you are going to be watching, because apparently Marley hates this one.
Wash this bad taste out of my mouth.
We're going to be watching Kill la Kill.
Oh, I've heard about this one before.
Yeah.
What's it about?
This girl who... Okay, so my memory of this is kind of foggy since I watched it
Put you
a couple years ago. And this girl finds this uniform, I think, that's alive, and it like transforms and gets all skimpy on her when it like takes her blood or whatever, and she has like half a scissor as like her sword thing, and she like has to fight this one captain bitch like at her school or something
Captain
like
bitch.
that. Yeah. And it has something,
Captain Mami.
something involving with her dad or something like that. And it's all hazy.
Is it actiony? It sounds like it's actiony.
Yes, very actiony.
Into it.
Yeah.
What can we watch it on?
Netflix,
How old is this one? It came out a little while ago, didn't it?
2013.
Okay.
I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, friends. That's all we got for today. Please let us know your thoughts on Rental Girlfriend, and if you think Marley's right, I'm right, Strolly's right. Who knows? Maybe we're all a little right.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
And please remember to subscribe for more otaku goodness.
Yes, please.
Do that. Do that.
Don't forget to share.
And comment.
All right, friends. Sayonara.
Bye.
Sweeties.